everyone. Today will be an episode of me completing crafts that I have left unfinished. Let's just get right into it. For my first victim, I chose this Yoo-Hoo pillow that was supposed to be a Christmas gift for my nephew about 2 years ago. He really likes Yoo-Hoos, but who doesn't? Now this side is all messed up. It's got stuff stuck to the red lettering, the fabric paint's all tainted, it's not all that great. This side, however, is pretty good. I'd say good enough for presentation, so we're just going to make that the front. Now I'm trying to line it up so I can get ready to stick it together. As you can see, there's thread left from when I tried to sew it ages ago. The thread just didn't hold the felt together, so I probably won't be sewing it this time. Once I had them all nice and realigned and flat against each other and smoothed out, I took out the hot glue gun. Before I started gluing, I picked off all of the fuzzies and cat hair and lint that I could, because again, this thing had been neglected for quite some time, so it had some stuff on it. I thought about flipping the bad side over and just making it a one-sided pillow, but ultimately I decided not to. Once the glue gun told me it was ready in its own disturbing way, I just glued the sides of the pillow together. This part gave me a lot of trouble. In some parts, the glue just did not want to stick to the felt, so I had many holes that I had to keep on going back and resealing, and it actually ended up being way more difficult than it should have been. And now it's time for stuffing. Now, like I said, the glue wasn't sticking in all of the places that I wanted it to, so this proved to be a bit of a challenge. I had to delicately stuff it so it wouldn't tear down any further. I figured I'd just reglue it when I was sealing off the entire pillow. I ended up going around the entire pillow and gluing back up a lot of little holes like this. Like this one specifically gave me so much trouble. For some reason, when the glue dried, it got really crusty and it just did not want to stay closed. I had to go over this quite a few times. Before making the rest of the repairs, I just went ahead and closed off the top of the pillow so I wouldn't lose any of the stuffing. Here's the hole again, all reopened, and oh look, there's another hole. But first, I'm gluing on the chocolate dripping, because I noticed that was starting to come up a little bit. So I figured I might as well just do what I could to make the presentation a little more neat. Also, as you can see, I didn't really bother taking the cat hair off this side, because it's gross anyway. I don't know. I didn't think it was worth it. So I just went around, did some more patching. Eventually I fixed all of the holes and got rid of the crusty hot glue. And then I did decide it was worth it to take the cat hair off the bad side. And I ended up with this semi-decent, almost cute Yoo-Hoo pillow. Now the whole reason I actually made this was because I was looking on Amazon for a Yoo-Hoo pillow and apparently they don't exist, so I figured I'd just make one. Otherwise I would have taken the easy, less creative route and bought one. Now this next one is super embarrassing. I'm so ashamed of it and it needs to be fixed. I'm warning you guys now, brace yourselves for the hideousness. I painted this around Christmas time 3 years ago, so that explains the colors. But yeah, I've been wanting to give this a makeover for a long time, so it's still an unfinished craft. For whatever reason, at the time, I thought this abomination was worth preserving, so I sealed it with Mod Podge. I tried to sand it, didn't work. I tried a kind of gross paint scraper, also didn't work. And I did not hold back. Can we just take a second to ask what the heck that weird turkey noise I made was all about? I have issues. So unfortunately, we can't do this on a bare surface, so we'll just have to make do with what we can. I contemplated several designs for this. I could do polka dots, rainbows, galaxy, stripes, animals, galaxy, scenery, plaid, galaxy. You probably get where I'm going with this. And yes, that was a Mariah Elizabeth ripoff. I'm sorry, I love you. So I exploded my black paint all over the place, off to a great start here. So I'm just painting on a thick coat of black paint for the background, and while I was painting it, I lifted up the clip to paint underneath that, and I found this random globe sticker underneath there. As you can see, there's some paint on the clip, so I'm just using some nail polish remover to take that right off there, no problem. Now I'm taking the galaxy colors, teal, pink, and a messed up purple that I couldn't mix quite right, and applying them to the black background carelessly. Oh wow, that does not look right. Let me just fix that. There we go, much more appropriate. And I'm just continuously applying all of these with a sponge brush until I'm satisfied with the result. And now I'm just peeling off this random clump of paint. So there, it's looking pretty good. Now it's time to apply some stars. Here I am taking a silver metallic Sharpie and drawing on some silver stars just to take away from the blandness of all the white splatter. Remember this little guy? Somehow he got covered with my awful purple color, and I'm very sorry for that. Once again, I'm taking nail polish remover and a cotton ball and taking the paint off of the clip. You think I would have learned to tape it off by now, but apparently not. And now that everything is dry, I am applying a coat of glossy Mod Podge just to seal it all, because this time it's kind of worth sealing. And I thought glossy was a good choice for this, because the galaxy would look really cool, all shiny and stuff. The before and after with this is amazing. I am so glad that I gave it a makeover. It went from being this hideous Confederate flag ripoff to like a it looks so good. And that does it for this video. This was something a little different. I enjoyed it. If you think I should do more, let me know. I have tons of more stuff to do makeovers on. I wanted to get to more, but I ran out of time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!